Hi, I'm Meg. Welcome to plantfitmeg. Welcome back to the channel. It has been a minute since I posted a video. I apologize that I have been away for a while, but I honestly just needed a break. I needed a health and wellness break, let's call it that. So I'm back and very excited to be back. But I wanted to talk a little bit about taking a break and taking some time away and why that was important for me, and to encourage you to slow down if you want to or need to, and slow down as you're able to, when you can, to work on some self care, to reflect, take some time away, and to be refreshed and come back better with more energy and feeling better. So I have been feeling a little bit off for the past month and a bit, and I'm missing home. I'm missing Ontario. If you're not familiar with me or the channel, my family and we moved across the country to Vancouver, British Columbia from Kingston, Ontario in the late summer, early fall. And with it being the holiday season now, we're very far away from family, and we are not traveling back there probably until the spring or summertime. So, really missing family and friends back home, trying to stay connected, but it's just not the same as seeing people in person, and so that's had me down. Also, my husband Chris, my son Riordan, and we've all been sick, but it hasn't been that usual sickness where one person in the family gets sick and then the next person gets sick and the next person gets sick and everyone's sick at the same time. It's been this weird thing where one person will be sick, they'll go through pretty much their full course of being sick, and then the next person gets sick, and then they go through their full course of being sick, and then the next person gets sick. And it's been this weird cyclical thing where one person in the household is always not feeling 100%. So it's been a very weird time that way to try to manage the household and figure things out when either I'm not feeling well or my husband or my son are not feeling well, and that's been really odd. And this time of year typically is difficult for me with my cancer experience, and I think I still have some unresolved feelings and unresolved issues potentially with that I probably should talk to someone about, because I do get really emotional this time of year, because it kind of comes up to anniversaries of my surgery dates and cancer diagnosis and all of that, and it just brings up a lot of feelings. So I think I really should reach out to a professional to discuss that further. But in the meantime, I have been working that out on my own and trying to just kind of reflect on it and journal with it, and try to work some things out with those emotions and with those thoughts and feelings, and reaching out and connecting with friends or with Chris and talking things out that way as well has really been helpful. I also kind of expected that moving to Vancouver, I wouldn't have that sense of feeling like I need to hibernate in the winter. I just kind of thought being somewhere where it's a different climate and it's a bit milder and a bit warmer, that I wouldn't feel that need to sort of isolate and hibernate. But that still happened, and that was surprising to me and came as sort of a shock almost that happened. So that sort of threw me off too emotionally, where I didn't anticipate that would be a feeling that I would experience, which I always have in the past living in Ontario, living in Ottawa or Kingston. But I just, for some reason, didn't think it would happen, and then shock, surprise, it happened. And so living in a new place didn't really change that for me, even though the weather is much nicer, much milder. We love being here, don't get me wrong. But I still had some sort of seasonal emotions and feelings that I wasn't really anticipating. So it's been a bit of a difficult time. I've also had more brands reaching out to me, which is really, really cool as a YouTuber and as someone who is trying to share good information, share a healthy lifestyle, share a plant-based diet and fitness and food and all these things. But it's been overwhelming, honestly, because I've had so many brands reach out, and then looking into the brands and having to say no, honestly, to a lot of brands. And this sounds like a weird thing to complain about or to maybe have a gripe with, but if I share something on the channel, it has to be something that I love, that I would purchase with my own money, that is a good quality item, something that I feel really passionately about or I really love, really, really thoroughly enjoy. And so to sort of vet all these different things and having to say no, not that I have a hard time saying no, because it's easy. If it's not something that aligns with me or aligns with plantfitmeg as my brand and as a reflection of me, then of course I'm going to say no. But it is a little bit uncomfortable still to say, no, this isn't a good fit. And I'm so appreciative to the brands that I have worked with and will be working with in the future, and so that'll be really cool. You'll see some more content with that coming soon, but I also just want to make sure that if I am sharing brands and sharing different products or different things, that I'm doing that in a really authentic, real, really clear way, and I'm not doing it in like a skeevy, weird, uncomfortable way, right? So I think I've had some kind of difficulties with that as well, and a little bit of imposter syndrome, like, oh, brands are reaching out all of a sudden and they're reaching out to me? Huh. Okay. And so I think there's just been a lot going on, and I probably should honestly speak to a professional about it. And I highly recommend that if you do have, imposter syndrome, or you are having issues where you're feeling really down or really anxious, I do highly recommend seeking professional help. That's something that I'm looking at for myself as well. But I think it was also a good opportunity to take a step back and sort of reflect on the channel and reflect on my life in general. I think at the end of the year, it's a big opportunity to slow down and reflect. It can also be really hustle bustle and chaotic and busy, but we like to keep it pretty low key in my family. And even if I was visiting family, it would be a very low key, low stress, pretty chill time of year. I know that's not everyone's experience, and some people will have a lot more commitments and events and a lot more happening. But I think if you can wisely say no, wisely protect your energy in certain cases, and only do what is really comfortable for you or really important to you, or what are kind of the top priorities, what are the can't miss, don't want to miss moments and events, and then pick and choose and decide what are the things that you can kind of let go of and take some time for yourself, conserve your energy, and do what works best for you. So I'm thrilled to be back. I hope that this video is helpful to you in some way, and also just gives you a little bit of insight into where I've been and what I've been up to. But I'm so excited to continue to create content for the channel and for the website, and come out with new recipes that are helpful to you and more information about living a healthy plant-based lifestyle and incorporating movement into your day and managing stress and doing all these things that will promote health and make you feel better and empower you to make positive changes in your life. And at the end of the day, that's really what I'm all about, is empowering you to make positive changes, to do the best you can, be kind to yourself along the way, and enjoy your life. And eat the delicious whole food plant-based meals. And occasionally, have a treat, have something that's outside of that bound. And don't sweat it. Don't fret about it, just enjoy and move on. So I hope that you are really thoroughly enjoying the holiday season. I know it can be a very difficult time for people, and if you're not enjoying the holidays and if you're not having a great time, I can relate. I hear you, and I'm wishing you wellness. I'm wishing you peace and calm. And I highly encourage you to reach out for help and support if you are having a hard time. I'll be sharing my Vegan Eats in Vancouver video shortly, which is much delayed. I meant to have that up a lot earlier when we first sort of moved to Vancouver, but obviously it was chaotic and I had other videos that came up that I wanted to post as well, so that will be coming soon with our favorite vegan food to eat when we are out at restaurants that we've tried thus far. I'll also have some top 5 lists for top 5 recipes of 2022 and some reflection and recap on 2022 and how it was and what happened, and looking back on that, and then looking ahead to 2023 and what the plans are for the channel and for my own personal goals and things like that. So watch out for new content coming at you soon. My hope is to get back to 1 video per week minimum, and I'll probably throw in some shorts in there, here and there as well. And I'm so excited to be back and chatting with you. I really missed chatting with this community. I really miss you guys so much when I do take time away, and I feel bad for taking time away, and I think everyone needs a break sometimes and needs some time to themselves, or time for their families, or time for other commitments, time to reflect. So I took the time I needed, and now I'm feeling re-energized, refreshed, new hairdo, new color, and I'm ready to go. So thrilled to be back. Let me know how you've been doing over the past little while. What have you been up to? How have the holidays been treating you? And I'd love to connect and chat with you in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching through until the end. I really appreciate your support on the channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. And even if you're not having an amazing day, know that better days are ahead of you, even if it might not feel like that right now. Wishing you all the best for the rest of 2022 and into 2023, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!